What's going on, GemMintnites? GemMint here, and we have a huge omnibus haul to go through today. I got to give a big shout out to David Gabriel at Marvel Comics for sending us advanced copies of the Thunderbolts omnibus, Kull, SpiderMan by Roger Stern, and this Venom Gallery Edition. Also, huge shout out to our partner at Organic Price Books for sending through the Batgirl and the Dr. Aphra. Organic Price Books is quickly becoming a go-to online retailer for collectors with competitive prices, excellent packaging, great customer service. Plus, you could save $2 off your first purchase if you use the code GemMint at checkout. Before we get started, make sure to hit that subscribe, but more importantly, hit the notification bell so you don't miss a video. We are doing a giveaway for our Spider-Man premium format statue by Sideshow once we hit 125,000 subscribers. Stay tuned until the end of the video, and I'll give you the details on how to enter the giveaway. First things first, let's jump into this huge, oversized Venom Gallery Edition. Todd McFarlane artwork, David Michelinie. If you want to know what it collects, stay tuned. All right, let's jump into the Venom Gallery Edition. I love this book. It's oversized. You have amazing Todd McFarlane artwork here. And of course, David Michelinie writing these issues that first introduced Venom. So what you're going to get in this book is the Venom cameos from 298, 299, Amazing Spider-Man 300, then the return of Venom in Amazing Spider-Man 315, 316, and 317. This book has a $44.99 cover price, and this one comes out on May 5th. ASM 316 on the back. Let's go on the inside. So I love the interior page of this cover page, or whatever you want to call it. That looks amazing. I mean, as a kid that grew up in the 90s with McFarlane's Spider-Man, this is just awesome. Another big double page spread here, Venom. You have McFarlane Venom here, which is the way that I always see Venom. Then, like I said, 298, 299, you get the cameos of Venom where he freaks out Mary Jane. Then you get Amazing Spider-Man 300. First full appearance of Venom. Then you got that big battle until he returns for his storyline in 315, 316, which is where he gets his first cover appearance. So this was a great way, if you're like a big Venom fan, big Todd McFarlane fan, Spider-Man fan, to have this gallery edition in the collection that you could reference and just have this oversized artwork. This is definitely a must-have. Really quick, I'll show you guys what this looks like compared to a regular comic book. So just to give you an idea of the size compared to a regular comic, you're going to get huge oversized artwork in this one. All right, next up, let's move on to the Batgirl Returns by Gail Simone Omnibus. New 52 goodness. They're cranking out the new 52 material like every other week, it seems like. Let's take a look and see what it collects. All right, we're going to get a lone DC omnibus in this haul. Batgirl Returns Omnibus by Gail Simone. Another new 52 omnibus from DC. I love how they are collecting so many runs from that era. This book has a $100 cover price, and it collects Batgirl 0 through 34, Young Romance, the new 52 Valentine's Day Special 1, Annuals 1 and 2, Batman the Dark Knight 23.1, and Batgirl Future End Issue 1. The inside of the dust jacket just talks a little bit about Gail Simone, who's the writer on this run. Beautiful artwork on the hardcover itself. They have some great artwork throughout this book. So the Batgirl New 52 run takes place 3 years after the incidents of the Killing Joke, where Joker shoots her in the back and renders her paralyzed. So she's Oracle in a wheelchair, and she's still helping out the Bat family during that time. But this run explores the idea that there's some new type of technology that lets her able to walk again, and she's able to become Batgirl again and join the fight. Now, I always liked Batgirl. It wasn't like just some rando who put on the Bat mantle and started fighting crime. She has ties. I mean, she's Commissioner Jim Gordon's daughter, Barbara Gordon. So there's like family ties there, and it just makes more sense that she picked up the fight. You know, not to say like Batwoman. Like I'm not really too familiar with Batwoman's story, but it seems like Barbara Gordon has more of a right to fight crime alongside Batman, you know, just because of the family ties. So great artwork throughout this run. The tone looks great. The writing is great on this book. And I'm just really happy that they're cranking out so much of the new 52 material. There's nothing really extra in the front. Let's see what we have in the back here. So it looks like we have a cover gallery. You probably have a lot of variants and such. Mad Magazine, Robot Chicken. Looks like you have a good amount of covers, actually. All right, swinging back over to Marvel. We're in the Star Wars universe now with the Dr. Aphra Omnibus. One of the best new characters that came out of the Star Wars universe, and we'll talk about it in the overhead, but created in comics, not coming from television or movies. So look at all the material they got for Aphra already, and she's got a current ongoing. Let's take a look at the book. All right, guys, so for Dr. Aphra, this is the regular cover. Let's take a look at the spine here. And the back. So this book has a $125 cover price. It collects Dr. Aphra's first appearance in Darth Vader 3, has issue 4, 8, and 21. Then it has her first ongoing series from 2016, the 40-issue run. Has annuals 1 through 3, and then her appearances in Star Wars 13, 19, and 31 and 32, plus Star Wars, The Screaming Citadel, and material from Star Wars Empire Ascendant. Inside of the dust jacket gives us a biography on Dr. Aphra. It talks about the creators here, Jason Aaron being one of them, Kieran Gillen, Simon Spurrier. Ton of great creators here. Love the artwork on the hardcover. You have Dr. Aphra with her homicidal droid assassins and her evil version of Chewie. What's interesting about Dr. Aphra is I think it's like the most interesting, notable character that was created in the comics. She didn't come from the movies or an animated series show. She's from the comics, and it's only a matter of time before we get her on screen somewhere. I think they're already casting an Indiana Jones type of female character for the movies. I loved her in Darth Vader and in Star Wars. I didn't read her ongoing series, her first volume, and I started reading her newer volume that's ongoing right now, and I really wasn't digging it. I didn't like the direction they took her because she was kind of like an anti-hero, almost like a villain, and when she first appeared. And I didn't really like the whole kind of humanizing of Dr. Aphra, but I like the one that was like willing to do whatever it is she had to do to get the artifact or whatever. She's an archaeologist, like an Indiana Jones type of character. She would like interact with Darth Vader. She wasn't really scared. I mean, she knew how powerful he was, but she still held her own. I thought the dialogue with the assassin droids was great. And you had great artwork. I mean, 2015, 2016 Marvel Star Wars stuff. You're always going to have good artwork. So cool that they collected this in an omnibus. I think it just goes to show that Disney's definitely planning to do more with the Dr. Aphra character. Looks like you got some covers in the back. Oh, no, maybe not. What is this? All right, yeah, I do have some kind of covers here in the back. Some bonus material, variant covers and such. Some design sketches. All right. All right, guys, let's take it back to Kull the Savage Omnibus, another book from the Conan family. This will be the 11th Conan type book that's in the collection right now, and it definitely pairs nicely with them. So we're going to take a look at the black and white magazine material from the 70s for Kull the Savage. All right, here we have Kull the Savage Omnibus. So this book is scheduled to come out May 5th. This is the direct market variant by Mark Brooks, and it has 952 pages. So Kull is the character that Robert E. Howard created before Conan. This predates the Conan stuff. And when Marvel got the rights, they started creating new comic books and incorporating Kull. I started reading the first Conan Omnibus, and they're already mentioning Kull in the beginning. So this collects all the Kull stories from the Savage Sword of Conan magazine issues. So you can see down here there's a ton of titles, issues 1 through 3, 7, 9, 14, and so on. And then it includes Kull the Barbarian 1 through 3, Marvel Preview 19, and Bizarre Adventures 26. This book does have a $125 cover price. And on the inside of the dust jacket, you get a little biography about Kull, and then you get a biography on all the creators that worked on this. You had, of course, Roy Thomas here, but you also have John Arcudi, John Bolton, Sal Buscema. Let's see who else is on here. Doug Moench. So a ton of creators on this Kull stuff. So as you can see, it looks very similar to the Conan Omnibus with the design. So I think that's cool how it'll kind of go together with the Conan books. You get your gray interior page, cover page with the creators. Here's your table of here's more credits actually. Then you have your table of contents. And then you get an introduction, I believe as well, right? By Roy Thomas. So these are all black and white. Like I said, most of this stuff is already collected in the Savage Sword of Conan books, but then you also get all the Kull issues as well. Now, they took a lot of time to really make these look aesthetically pleasing. Like, they have these borders. It tells you what issue the story is that you're reading. So I kind of feel like they went all out to collect this Kull material. Yeah, so there you go. So basically, to go with the Savage Sword of Conan issues, kind of like a companion to those. And there you have it. All right, so here we go. We got a reprint for what we call a white whale, like Moby Dick, the book that got away. Hard to find out-of-print books are being reprinted like crazy over the last few years. Marvel just announced that they're reprinting Volume 1 from Jonathan Hickman's Fantastic Four. So you probably don't want to go spend money on out-of-print books for Marvel because it looks like they're reprinting everything, including Spider-Man by Roger Stern. This is first appearance of the Hobgoblin, first appearance of the symbiote suit. Let's go ahead and take a look at it. All right, here we have the new printing of the Spider-Man by Roger Stern Omnibus. This was long out of print. Collectors wanted it badly, and Marvel delivered. This one comes out April 14th. This is the regular cover by John Romita Jr. It has 1,296 pages, and I don't even need to do a comparison with the first printing because it looks like literally everything is exactly the same. This one does have a $125 cover price, and you can see it collects Spectacular Spider-Man 43 through 61 with issue 85, then Amazing Spider-Man 206, 224 through 252 with annuals 16 and 17. The hardcover looks just like the first printing, down to the spine, to the graphics on it, and everything, so pretty much just a dedicated reprint without any big changes. So, a lot of people love Roger Stern. I just remember reading the Hobgoblin issues, which led into the first appearance of the black suit. I definitely liked the Hobgoblin origin, although I don't believe he outs him as Roderick Kingsley in this run. I think that's revealed by a different writer later on. But yeah, it has his stuff on Spectacular Spider-Man. You're dealing with characters like the Vulture, goes into ASM, and you have stuff with Black Cat. Obviously, like I said, Hobgoblin and the symbiote suit comes into play. So a lot of people's favorite era of Spider-Man, they say Roger Stern was one who really picked up the mantle after Stan Lee, and he wrote on Spider-Man for 4 years. This was during a crazy time too, where you had Frank Miller doing Daredevil, you had Walt Simonson doing Thor. So it's just a great era for comic books. You have Tarantula makes an appearance in Amazing. He first appeared in Spectacular Spider-Man 1, so he makes his return fighting against Spidey. And then here we go. We have the Hobgoblin stuff. This guy finds a Green Goblin outpost of his tech and equipment and paints it a different color and starts running the streets as the Hobgoblin. I definitely like that stuff. I haven't read too much of the Spectacular Spider-Man stuff that Roger Stern before Amazing Spider-Man, but definitely worth it just for the Hobgoblin stuff to me. There we go. Goes to 252, first appearance of the symbiote suit. And so you got letters, pages, that's cool. You have different collected edition covers in the back. And some original pages. And lastly, rising from the ashes of Onslaught, we have the Thunderbolts Omnibus by Kurt Busiek, Mark Bagley. This collects the first volume in its entirety. Let's go ahead and do some overhead shots and take a look at the book. All right, lastly, we have the Thunderbolts Omnibus, Kurt Busiek, Mark Bagley. This is the direct market variant cover by Bagley. This comes out on April 14th. It has 1,136 pages, and the cover price on this bad boy is $125. Here's the spine, and here is all the issues that it collects, which is Thunderbolts 0 through through 33, Annual from 1997, Distant Rumblings 1, Incredible Hulk 449, Spider-Man Team Up 7, Heroes for Hire 7, Captain America and Citizen V Annual 1998, Avengers 12, and material from Tales of the Marvel Universe issue 1. The inside of the dust jacket talks about what makes a hero, basically talking about the Thunderbolts team, talks a little bit about Kurt Busiek and Mark Bagley. Then you have a wraparound cover on the actual book, which looks great, and it looks very much like Onslaught, and that's basically what the Thunderbolts is. It's a team that rose up out of the ashes after the aftermath of Onslaught with the fall of the Avengers and the Fantastic Four. You have Baron Zemo. You have a slew of characters here. I don't know a lot about the Thunderbolts. I didn't read this stuff growing up. I read the Rick Remender run when it was Elektra, Punisher, Agent Venom, and Red Hulk. But this is basically, like I said, a team like of villains and heroes that come together to rise up when the other heroes fell. So you got that late 90s, early 2000 artwork. It's funny that we have this Baron Zemo stuff as he just showed up in Falcon and Winter Soldier. But I did a read-through of the Heroes Reborn. I should probably bust through this one too. I know some people love Thunderbolts. I guess it's like that kind of like not really heroes, but they got to be heroes type of trope. Mark Bagley is like one of my all-time favorite Spider-Man artists. So him doing the artwork. Kurt Busiek is a great writer. So let's see what else we got here. Looks like some character designs and biographies. That's helpful when you have a lot of new characters, right? Different cover artwork. Oops. Looks like it's got some bonus material articles and such. Got that bright yellow interior page. There you go. All right, there we have it. That's the haul for today. Like I said, make sure to hit that subscribe button. More importantly, hit the notification bell so you don't miss a video. When you see it pop up on your recommended, hit the video, watch it in its entirety, and comment below. That's going to enter you into the giveaway for our Spider-Man Premium Format statue by Sideshow. All you got to do is be a subscriber and leave a comment on this video and any other video where I promoted the giveaway. Once we hit the milestone, we'll do a regular Sunday live stream after, and I'll pick a random video where I promoted the giveaway and use a random YouTube comment generator to draw a worldwide winner. Lastly, we have about 13 days left on our Indiegogo campaign. This is for our exclusive Invincible Red Sonja cover drawn by our 16-year-old daughter, Jade Hope. This is her first published artwork in the comic book industry. Check the link in the description. We have regular raw copies. You can get trade dress, virgin, black and white. We have CGC 9.8 and signature series options as well, so check it out to support the channel and get yourself a cool variant. That's all for today, but don't go anywhere. Check out my other Omnibus hauls in the playlist to the right and stay minty fresh. Peace.